This is 7 National News, and in our top story, Rambaran Yadav, the president of Nepal, has commended the efforts of the UAE Voluntary Medical Team that is currently working in Nepal under the guidance of the Zayed Giving Initiative. The president was briefed on the humanitarian tasks of the hospital under the chairmanship of the Emirati heart surgeon Dr. Adel Al-Shamri, as well as Professor Dr. Ram Makju, the head of the University Hospital in Nepal. The president of Nepal hailed the preparations and the equipment of the Emirati Nepali Mobile Field Hospital in preparation for its official opening in the near future. President Yadav also praised the efforts of the Zayed Giving Initiative and the Saudi-German Hospitals Group, as well as its partners, who have provided logistical support for the establishment of the UAE Mobile Field Hospital. He also expressed his thanks and appreciation to the voluntary medical teams of both countries, who, he said, have provided a role model for joint action to alleviate the humanitarian suffering of those injured by the devastating earthquakes that have recently hit Nepal. And a Libyan family of 8 people, along with some critically injured from Yemen, arrived in the UAE on Wednesday to receive treatment at the country's hospitals. The move comes in line with the directives of the UAE President, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and the follow-up of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. According to news agency WAM, the Libyan family members were received at the airport by the First Secretary at the Libyan Embassy, as well as a number of health officials, and will be taken care of until they return to Libya. Meanwhile, the injured from Yemen were transferred to Al Mafraq and Al Ain hospitals to receive treatment. A source explained that other stranded and injured people from Yemen will continue to arrive in the country in response to humanitarian and relief programs. The Federal National Council has approved a law for mandatory archaeological surveys of plots that have been earmarked for building projects in order to prevent the UAE's ancient heritage from being built over. At the council meeting on Wednesday, it was agreed that experts must explore plots of land for antiquities before construction work starts. According to a local daily, the members also added an article to the bill, stating that specialised authorities must train Emiratis in archaeological surveying and digging in order for them to supervise the surveys. His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak, the Minister of Culture, Youth and Community Development, who attended the session, agreed that Emiratis must be in charge of the surveying process. The law also states that anyone who possesses an artefact must take it for an official inspection, registration and for a permit. Those who fail to do so face a fine of between 50,000 and 200,000 dirhams, as well as a minimum of 2 years in jail. An FNC legal counsellor said that the authorities will have the right to inspect the artefact without the owner's approval. The law also states that anyone who finds an artefact must not touch it and must report it to the authorities. In addition, the time period in which an artefact must be taken to the authorities was reduced from 48 hours to 24 hours. The law will now go to the Cabinet and then to the President for a final approval. The Abu Dhabi Education Council has begun interviewing 1,240 candidates, including 655 Emiratis and 585 candidates from Arab nationalities, for filling teaching and supporting positions across public schools in Abu Dhabi, and that's for the 2015-2016 academic school year. Mohammed Salem Al-Daheri, ADEC's Executive Director of School Operations, was quoted in Emirates news agency WAM as saying that ADEC is keen to recruit qualified educators to work in schools. Some new positions have been introduced within the new school structure, so as to provide school leadership with more support in the smooth operations of their schools. He added that ADEC seeks to provide teachers with an attractive learning environment and professional development programs that allow them to develop their professional skills and better serve students in the community. Candidates must have a bachelor's degree with a major in the required teaching subject. Candidates must have IELTS academic with a 6.5 score for EMT Majal 2, Science and Maths, as well as General Science and Maths, with a 5.5 score for ICT and 4.5 for LRC specialists. In addition, LRC specialists must have a major in Majal 1, Arabic, English, GIS or ICT. Preference will be given to candidates with IELTS, higher qualifications, ICDL, and is based on the availability of vacancies. The Roads and Transport Authority has announced that the maximum speed limit on Umm Suqeim Road will be reduced to 80 kilometres per hour starting from June the 1st this year. Giving more details, the Director of the General Directorate of Dubai Traffic of Dubai Police, Colonel Saif Moher Al-Mazroui, said that motorists coming from the Dubai Police Academy on the Sheikh Zayed Road up to the Emirates Road towards Arabian Ranches will need to be mindful of the new speed limit instructions. Al-Mazroui said that the objective behind unifying the speed on the road is to reduce the number of accidents. Al-Mazroui added that the uniform speed limit on Umm Suqeim Road will replace the varying speed limits that have ranged between 90, 80 and 60 kilometres per hour in different stretches of the street. He added that after the recent change, speedsters on Boulevard Street will also have to slow down to a speed of 80 kilometres per hour, adding that 2 new radars have been installed on the Boulevard Street. He said that the new measure comes within the framework of a comprehensive study to re-evaluate the speed on Dubai roads, and the report has been jointly prepared by the RTA in Dubai and the Dubai Traffic Department. In addition to regular inspections and surprise visits, the Dubai Health Authority's health inspectors have started developmental inspections for healthcare facilities in the Emirate. These inspections are aimed to ensure healthcare facilities receive adequate support and advice to help them further improve the quality of healthcare, keeping in mind the latest international benchmarks. Dr. Leila Al-Mazouki, the Director of Health Regulation and Dubai Medical Tourism Project, was quoted in news agency WAM as saying that post the inspections, we will regularly follow up with health facilities to ensure that they receive support and advice through the implementation stage and that the initiative is free of cost. Healthcare facilities will have a time frame to adhere to the requirements. Al-Mazrouki reiterated that annual regular inspections as well as surprise inspections will continue. Responsible food production and green farming could help the UAE reduce its dependence on imported food, as well as reduce its carbon emissions, making the economy more sustainable. That's according to officials. Senior representatives at Al Ghurair Foods made the announcement, stating that food producers need to become greener by reducing their carbon footprint. This comes as the company last year commissioned a biofiltration project in order to reduce ammonia emissions, smell and environmental pollution that resulted in a 95% reduction in ammonia emissions. Through its recycling program, Al Ghurair Foods poultry farm has also reduced recyclable waste to landfill by 350 metric tonnes. Zakaria Aikal, the CEO of Al Ghurair Foods, was quoted as saying that this comes at a time when the Dubai government is promoting green economic practices very aggressively to ensure a healthy and happy lifestyle for all citizens, as the country continuously improves its position in the Global Happiness Index, and that they continue to push the limits of environmental sustainability. Al Ghurair Foods represents only 0.3% of UAE's carbon emissions and also works with the environment agencies to reduce the carbon footprint by 76% and also help preserve the UAE's environment and promote a green economy. And finally, looking to other news now, the Burj Al Arab has been voted the best hotel in the world for the third year in a row now by the readers of a British newspaper. The hotel was given the award during the Daily Telegraph's annual Ultimate Luxury Travel-related awards. It picked up 2 other awards during the ceremony, including Most Luxurious Hotel for the 3rd year in a row, as well as Best Hotel in the Middle East for the 9th consecutive year. The awards feature 20 categories that are voted on by readers of Ultra Travel, the newspaper's luxury travel magazine. The Jumeirah Group officials have stated that this is a powerful endorsement of its status as the world's most luxurious hotel. The Burj Al Arab is managed by the Jumeirah Group, the global luxury hospitality company, which is also a member of Dubai Holding. It is designed to resemble a billowing sail and stands at a height of 321 metres, with features including in-suite check-in and check-out services, reception desks on every floor, round-the-clock private butlers, as well as the use of the hotel's Rolls-Royce fleet and private beach. The hotel's 202 luxury suites range from 170 to 780 square metres, with a rain shower and a jacuzzi in each suite, as well as 6 restaurants and conference and banqueting venues.